The time has come, the time I dread every season, and that is seasonal depression season. I do have general depression, and this time of year I do feel a little bit more just because the season changes from the spring and summer to fall and winter, which is like my least favorite season of all time. I just feel like it gets so dark and moody, especially when daylight savings time changes. I hate it. I just feel like everything gets so dark and slow. Every year I do like to change out my clothes from the spring summer clothes to the fall winter clothes. I'm sure you guys all can relate to that. I live in California, and I know that we don't necessarily have a winter, but it does get cold and it does get chilly a little bit, and we do have to bring our jackets. Like, I'm a summer girl. I love the summer. I love the sun. The sun makes me so happy. Getting some vitamin D every day makes me so happy. And yes, living in California, especially Southern California, it is sunny all the time, but there is the Christmas winter season that it gets a little chilly for us too. Not as bad as some places in the world, but it's still pretty cold for us sun-obsessed people over here in California. All of my winter clothes are in the closet, so I just have to switch them out, and I wanted to do that today while talking to you guys about seasonal depression. I also did laundry earlier, so everything is kind of like ready to go. I just have to literally swap them out. I was diagnosed with depression, like general depression. Well, the diagnosis at the time was major depressive disorder, and I was diagnosed at like 16, and ever since then I've always kind of had it, and it sucks. I've worked on it for a really long time, and I'm okay now with my depression. It's not as bad, it's not as crippling. The time when my depression was really bad was actually during COVID, where we couldn't go out. It was like during lockdowns, and we couldn't go out and we couldn't do anything, and that was when my depression was really bad. And I couldn't, I stayed in bed all day. I couldn't eat, I couldn't clean, I couldn't cook, I couldn't do anything. So what I did was just stayed in bed until I got back on antidepressants, and I'm still on antidepressants right now, and they really help. But again, around this time of year, I get so depressed and just simply because of the fact that I'm at a stage in my life where I'm not a big fan of the holidays, because especially this year, because I'm not going home. I'm not going to see my family because I'm not able to afford it. I did see my family earlier this year already, and I can't really afford to go back home and see them again. So I'm going to be staying put in California this year. And because of that, and the thing about that too is that everybody that I know also goes home for the holidays, and I'm just kind of stuck here by myself. When daylight savings time changes, I feel like it's like a switch. It's like a weird little switch in my body, in my head, that just goes, oh, dang it, the holidays are here. And it's just the weirdest thing. This will be the third year that I've had to spend holidays by myself. I've tried to date so I can kind of have a little holiday buddy to spend time with, but it never works out. I never date anybody up until the holidays come around, and I also end up being by myself. The holidays in general have kind of lost a lot of its meaning, and that also kind of makes me dread it. All the commercials and all the consumerism and happiness and fake happiness, and having to pretend that you're happy with your family, and I hate the stress that it puts on women, especially mothers. I'm not a mother myself, but I hate the stress that it puts on mothers to have this perfect home, put up the tree, wrap the presents for their children. I just feel like it's so much pressure on everybody, and that's what kind of makes me dread it, besides the time change. It just kind of it feels so, to me, the holidays feel so pressurizing, that you're just expected to do this, spend all this money, do all this stuff for your family, buy all these presents, and make your home happy. And it's well, what if you don't want to? What if you don't want to do any of that stuff? What if you just want to sit at home and have hot cocoa? But I may just be saying this because I don't have that around me right now, but it's so lonely and so sad, and I just want to crawl in a hole and die. I'm I'm kidding. I'm not trying to crawl in a hole and die, but it gets so like, it's hard to be in the holiday season by yourself. It's really hard. I really do used to love the holidays a lot, but nowadays it's just kind of sad. And you know, spending time with myself, even a simple look at this, look at this shirt. Isn't this like a really cute dress? This is like one of my favorite dresses. H&M. I always wait until like, I always kind of hold on and waiting until the new year, because usually the new year kind of makes me happy. Like January 1st is like, okay, we're back. We're done with the holidays. We're done with all that pressure. We're done with, you know, making people feel bad for not giving presents. We're done with the money spending. We're done with the consumerism. So I'm like really happy when it comes to the new year. I think I'm gonna keep this for my winter clothes. What do you guys think? This is a winter dress, right? It's like a winter dress, right? I think, what do you guys think? This works for winter dresses? I don't know, but I think I'm gonna keep it in my winter clothes. I also feel like when you're on social media and you're seeing everybody having so much fun around the holidays, you're seeing families just gather around the table and doing all this stuff, and you're just like, oh God, I wish that was me. It makes you feel kind of lonely and sad. And I know that a lot of people don't have families to spend time with, or they're having bad, you know, fights with their family, and I know that sucks. And it's not like that for everybody. The people that are like the perfect family, you know, the people that always have the perfect matching pajamas and like a perfectly smiley faces, I just feel like those people are not exactly real in that. And I wish people could just realize that like it's all kind of fake and people are not that naturally happy. People have issues. I think this is also going to be in my winter fall clothes. Yeah. There are some clothes that I don't transition out during the winter fall or summer spring, because they kind of fall into both of the seasons. So this is one of them, and it's just this like basic black dress that I got at Goodwill. If you're wondering where I get my clothes, don't, because I don't get my clothes anywhere fancy. I'm a very cheap person when it comes to clothes. I buy clothes from the cheapest stores possible, which is mostly Ross, Marshalls, Burlington Coat Factory, things like that. I'm not a fashion guru. I'm not a fashionista. I love fashion and I love clothes, but I'm not gonna spend more than like maybe $20 on a shirt or $30 on a pair of shoes. Like, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna be for me. But anyways, back to seasonal depression. You know, my hope for the next year is, every year I always go, oh my God, I hope I have somebody to spend the holidays with next year. When I say somebody, I mean like a romantic person. I'm tired of being single every holiday, and I want to find somebody that I can spend the holidays with. Spending the holidays with somebody, to me, is not just like giving gifts, or it's not just sitting by the Christmas tree. It's not just giving gifts. It's not just, you know, presents, Christmas music, holidays, To me, it's just being with the person you really love and really care about. It's like traveling together during the holidays. It's surprising each other. It's just doing something together. As long as you're together. I don't need a gift necessarily, because I'm not a gift person, but I'm not a huge gift person. I like gifts, trust me, I love gifts, but I'm not a big gift person. I'd rather just spend time with somebody, and it doesn't really matter when I spend time with them. I just want to be able to spend time with somebody. So really hope next year, this time, I'm not so alone on the holidays. So I want to be a strong, independent woman, but I don't want to do it anymore, especially not around the holidays. If you're like me and you have seasonal depression, and by the way, you don't necessarily have to have like depression to have seasonal depression. People get sad all the time, and this is kind of normal. But if you're like me, who has seasonal depression every year, what I like to do is brew up chamomile tea. And this thing is so magical. It calms you down, like really like chill, and it makes you feel really good. So that's what I like. So have that. Also, like what I do is watch something that will make me laugh, like hysterically laugh out loud, which is, right now I'm watching a show called Monk on Peacock, if you guys are into like murdery detective shows, but it's really funny. I know I just say you should watch something calm, but it's not horror or anything. It's just really funny and lighthearted. So I like to watch any sort of comedy, something really lighthearted that I can just digest without using my brain too much. Something, if you guys are into like manifesting and saying things out loud to yourself, something that really helps me, and this is no joke, is literally saying out loud, tomorrow will be better, because chances are tomorrow you'll feel better. You'll wake up, you're sad today, seasonal depression, and you'll feel better. And then usually the next day, you usually end up feeling more energetic and more happier in general. So yeah, seasonal depression doesn't last forever. Mine usually lasts like maybe 2 weeks at most, and then I'm good to go. And I'm lucky if it lasts even a week. I think it just has to, like, my body just has to kind of get used to the new season and going into the holiday. So that's why I think it takes a little bit longer, but that's how it is for me. I'm feeling good, and you know, I can't wait until the holidays are over. So if you resonated with this at all in any shape or form, if you have sad too, if you have issues with depression, let me know in the comments. I would love to chat with you guys all about it. Yeah, also I would really love to know what you guys really want from me, because I'm trying lots of new things, but I'm not sure what's working yet, but I'm trying to figure it out. If you guys let me know what you guys want to see more of, and I would love to provide. Yeah, I will see you guys next time. Just know that this is just a season and everything will get better really soon. Be sure to like and subscribe. As always, share, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time for a video. Bye.